need to count down while we're recording. I forgot.
Okay. Well, we're good. All right, ready?
Now I'm recording. Are you recording?
I'm recording, yeah.
Okay.
5, 4,
4,
3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Welcome to the Beverage Podcast, episode 19.
Episode 19.
Marcus,
Yes.
what is up?
Nothing, really.
Been a while. It's our first episode of the new year. I'm not home alone, so my mom / 2 kids under 10 may run in at any moment. Which I think gives the show a little bit more tension.
It does. I can feel it.
Well, so, Marcus, what'd you do these past 2 weeks?
Well,
I haven't seen you.
I'm not wearing pants, for one. And other than that, not a whole lot of real interest. Have played a lot of video games. Made quite a few Mario Maker courses. And I'm playing Yoshi's Woolly World. All great things.
Oh, I've heard about Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah.
I've heard it's kind of difficult. Are you having fun?
It is. Like, it's really weird. Like, within one level set, like, you could play, like, level 2-1 is, like, super easy, and then all of a sudden, like, 2-3 is, like, crazy hard, and then it kind of goes back to easier or whatever. But it's challenging, and it's a lot of fun at the same time. And it's adorable. Absolutely adorable. You've got, like, everything's made out of yarn, and everything's cute, and it's great.
Yeah, it's kind of a theme in some of those Nintendo games, because Kirby had a yarn game.
Yeah, I did.
Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yeah, I haven't played that one. I hear it's pretty good, but it's like super easy. That's what I've heard. But so, yeah, it's the animation in it is just really, really cool. Like each level is different. Like one of them looks like you're running around on like old leather, and then one kind of looks like your grandpa's old couch type thing and stuff. And it's really cool.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. So how about you, Tuck? What have you been up to these last few weeks?
Well, I've been, I watched the Star Wars prequel edit, where they like, edited all 3 movies into one.
Ooh.
You ever heard of that?
No.
It starts off, they only use, like, parts of the fight with Darth Maul at the beginning.
Uh-huh.
So, and it's basically just to set up the scene where Qui-Gon's like, you gotta train him. And so Obi-Wan's like, okay, I'll do that. And then it's mostly it's the Anakin stuff. Mm-hmm. That's what the prequels are supposed to be about anyway.
Yeah.
So it's mostly just his story, and they edited out all the crying and all the weird love stuff in the second one.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
So it's actually pretty good.
I'd be down.
Anakin doesn't come up. What?
Talking. No, I'm just listening.
Anakin comes off as not as much of a wiener. But, yeah, it was actually pretty good. And they edited out the big no at the end.
Good,
So it just ends with Darth Vader just raising up and like him breathing, and that's the end of the movie. Of that version, at least.
That's much better. I thought those, I don't know, they all kind of ended poorly. Or they were just bad all over. Like, if I watch it without all of the Anakin stuff ruining it for me, then they're really good movies, but except for episode 2.
Mm-hmm. You should check it out.
I think I will. Is it on YouTube or?
Yeah, it's called Star Wars: The Phantom Edit.
I'll have to check that out.
And then I played Zork. Have you ever played Zork?
I have no idea what that is.
It's a text adventure. It's from like the 80s or something.
Zork!
So I found this. I was interested in like looking up ways to like make your own text adventures, you know,
Uh-huh.
just for like fun. And so I tried to do some research. So I played that one, and it was fun. It's hard because it's like go east, go west, do this, do this.
You pretty much have to like have the exact correct text to advance, right, or do anything.
Right. You gotta like figure stuff out, and it's fun. I was in the beginning. I was like wandering around. It just said, "You're in the forest. You're in the forest." And I was just like, "What do I do?" And then I eventually learned you could like go around the house because you start by a house.
Yeah.
So I eventually got in the house and found some stuff, and then I left the house. And then I was still lost on what to do. And then eventually you find like there's a door underneath a rug in the living room.
Huh.
And I was like, gosh dang it, it's been like an hour.
That sounds awesome.
But it's fun. And then like right after that, I wanted to look up a few other ones to play for reference.
Mm-hmm.
But I needed to download Java to do it.
Yeah.
So I downloaded it. It took a while, and then it's like once I finally had it all set up to play these other ones, it wouldn't let me because like the site wasn't secure or something. And I was like, And then I've been reading some Midnighter.
What's
You
that?
ever heard of Midnighter?
Uh-uh.
Midnighter, he's a character from The Authority who was like this, like, if like everyone what if the Justice League was like the Punisher and they just did whatever they wanted?
Yeah.
And they just took down dictatorships and stuff.
Huh.
And Midnighter's like the Batman of that team. He can like see what you're gonna do before you do it. So he just is the ultimate fighter. He like beats you in the first move of any fight, basically.
Wow. Huh. That sounds kind of cool.
And he's basically like if Batman was the Punisher.
Kind of like the sounds of that.
He just teleports all over the world and just beats people up. It's fun.
Making babies.
Basically. That's what I've been doing.
Awesome. Sounds like a well-rounded 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into it.
All right. Da, da, da,
It'll
da.
be Deadpool trailers came out.
Uh-huh.
They had the red band and the green band one. That was a couple weeks ago, but what did you think of these new trailers?
I feel like it looks cool,
Better?
but I like the first couple, but now that I've heard Ryan Reynolds talk more, I like it a lot less. I'm kind of annoyed by all of the sarcasm, and it's just like constant joking, and I don't know. I know Deadpool's like that in the comic books, sort of, but I feel like it's a lot worse than it should be. I'm kind of annoyed.
Yeah. So I just watched it again last night, and I just jotted down the things that I liked and didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the taxi scene in the beginning where he's just playing around in the back seat.
Yeah.
And he crawls through the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I like that part.
Yeah, same here.
I like when it's like him just doing things like physical comedy and not like talking.
Uh-huh, I agree.
T.J. Miller's character looks dumb.
Agreed. Very much.
I like the shot when he's like playing dead and he like shoots the guy from between his legs. He's I did like the no one gets hurt. No one when he's like with Colossus, like no one's getting hurt, and then that guy falls.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So I thought that would have been funnier if they didn't put that in the trailer. And we just saw that in the theater.
Uh-huh.
So now we're gonna see it all the time in trailers, and it's gonna ruin it because it would have been a great scene in the theaters, but
Right.
the one funny scene is in this.
Pretty much.
When he says it's time to make the chimichangas and like, did I leave the stove on? No, I hate that.
Yep. Same here.
I like the Colossus stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Colossus looked really
I
cool.
Yeah, I like this Colossus better.
Yeah, me too.
'Cause it looks like Colossus. He has like the lines, and he's really big and Russian. And
Mm-hmm. Who was the other chick that was? I was really annoyed by the little stop and text thing and then attack. That was really stupid and annoying. But who is it? Who is that even supposed to be? Do you know?
it's Negasonic Teenage Warhead is her mutant name. She's like a one-off character from the Grant Morrison run. And that's not even what her powers are. She's like a telepath or something in the comics. So it's just for a character whose name she got a different name, and I think it's her attitude. Her powers are different.
Yeah. Well, and who is the other dark-haired lady, Gina Carano? Who is she playing? The bad lady.
She's a character. I think in the comics she's called Angel Dust or something. I don't know that much about her character.
Gotcha.
I think she has super strength too, but yeah, I don't know much about her. She's just a generic I have super strength character. I don't think she's anything like her comic book character.
That works.
A lot of the jokes are bad and not funny,
Agreed.
or don't work because it sounds just like Ryan Reynolds.
Agreed.
So I hope it's good though.
Yeah, me too. I'm holding out hopes like I am for that X-Men movie, that it's actually better than the trailer showing, so we'll see.
Yeah. Apocalypse?
Yeah.
I think Apocalypse looks better with the
Yeah, I was just about to say, like,
reason.
the pictures of Apocalypse look just the worst, but actually seeing it in the trailer and seeing him doing stuff actually look really good, so I have some faith restored in it.
And Oscar Isaac's playing Apocalypse, the guy who played Poe Dameron in Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
He's a really good actor, so.
Poe!
Wipe out. You seen that? I'll have to send you a link to a little. It's like they put little music cues over when Finn and Poe see each other again.
No.
And it's like they're falling in love or something.
I want to see
I love that stuff.
When a man loves a woman.
Oh, it's perfect. I'll have to see if I can find it. It's probably deep in my Tumblr feed, so I have to go searching through it, but it's hilarious. So anything else on Deadpool? I mean, I hope it's good. I want it to be good.
I want it to as well, but I'm not holding out hope.
So I feel bad for Ryan Reynolds because he's had to do all these crappy movies.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Lantern.
he's never really. I mean, it's kind of his choice, but he's never really been in a great movie, anyways. So,
he was okay in the Wolverine Origins. That Deadpool.
Okay, I'll give you that. He was the one decent thing in that movie, but until he had blades in his arms.
Until they ruined him.
Shh.
There's actually a few good scenes in Origins. I like the Deadpool scene in the beginning when he's like cutting bullets in half.
Yeah, that scene was really cool.
And then there's the scene at the end where Wolverine is like standing on the silo and he's hot. His claws are like hot. They're like molten, and he's just standing there. That one shot's cool. That's what the two good parts.
Yeah. And then when it was over, that was really cool too. That was probably my favorite part.
The credits started and we could leave.
Yep.
That was a great part. We didn't have to watch this crap anymore.
Yeah. That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Or how he kills a helicopter. What about that part?
I don't remember that part. I kind of blocked it out.
He cuts the blades off of a helicopter.
I kind of blocked that out. I don't remember that. I saw it one time, and that's enough.
Or where he just cuts that sink in half with his CGI claws. he just, uh, just like, he's just like sharpening them.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was awful.
That was so dumb. It looks awful too. Would have rather seen a movie called Wolverine's Oranges, where he just sells oranges for 2 hours.
On the street corner to passing cars. You want some oranges? And he's got them on his claws.
It was played by Danny Trejo.
Or Danny Glover. Why not?
Yes. Alright, let's move on. Let's talk about these Doctor Strange pictures.
Doctor Strange!
Yes. So what'd you think of him?
He looks really good. I'll be interested to see it actually in motion and doing stuff. Like, he almost doesn't look like Benedict Cumberbatch. That's pretty cool.
For those who don't know, there's 2 pictures and then some concept art for Doctor Strange of Benedict Cumberbatch in costume. There's like one where he's like throwing some spell or something. Looks like he's like the Avatar and he's just like lightning bending. And then there's a side profile. What do you think of the cape? And you can't really get a good look at the eye of Agamotto on his chest because of the lightning bolt, but...
Yeah, hold on here. I'm pulling it up. Oh. Nice. Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, you can't really see the eye or anything, like you said, but...
Yeah. I just thought it would look cooler if, like, the collar had, like, some gold on it. Like, maybe something metallic. Maybe to make it look more magical. Because the cloak is what lets him fly. It's a cloak of levitation.
Yeah.
Like in the comics. I think there's some yellow... Is the collar super pointy on the...
Yeah, something like that.
Or that's just what I remember it looked like. I just thought it'd be cool if it was like... Had some gold or like something.
Also,
I guess he doesn't. I guess it's just big.
Yeah, he also wears like yellow gloves too, but I'm not seeing those in here, so that's probably a good choice. I feel like that wouldn't transition very well into a actual movie.
I think for a character like Doctor Strange, that would work better. That would work fine, but you just have to lean into that. Or if that's not the style of the movie, it won't work.
Right.
But I thought it would be cool if there was like some gold on the collar just to make it more magical looking. Because it looks kind of plain, a little bit too plain for Doctor Strange for me.
Yeah. Maybe
you know what I mean?
Maybe it's like Apocalypse, and it'll actually look a lot better when we see it really in the movie or whatever.
Yeah, the notes I had on that were just like I'd like the cloak to have a little bit more detail.
Yeah.
Because in the comics, it has like a little, some yellow on it too, and it's kind of. I'm fine that the collar isn't like super huge.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd like it to be a little more decorative, like it's an actual magical item, you know? And I'd like him to have his, like, spotty gloves, too, but...
Like leopard!
He usually has...
Arr.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a cool touch. I think it would work. I mean, if you're going to do Doctor Strange, you kind of have to, like, lean into it. Just do Doctor Strange and make him look like him.
I wouldn't mind doing Doctor Strange. I'd hit that.
I know. Is he in your top 5?
No, but he's up there.
Comic book characters you would bang?
He's probably top 10 for sure, but...
Well, who's top 5?
Probably Wolverine, Nightcrawler.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not Batman. I thought Batman for a second, but he's probably a lousy lover, and he slept around a lot.
No way! He went around the world and trained. He definitely trained on how to get it done, Marcus.
That's true, but he's still not going
Both
in
men
there.
and women.
He's still not going in there. Red Tornado, Martian Manhunter,
Ooh,
and
that's 5.
Gnort.
Wait. And who?
Gnort, or Gnort, however you say
What was
his
the
name.
last one?
Gnort, the Green Lantern
Oh,
dog.
Gnort.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
I only got one person on my list.
Go
You know
on.
who it is? Swamp Thing. Okay. You have anything else to add? I don't think there's been any more. I think they showed some pictures of like the sanctum, just like the window for it.
Yeah.
But it's just a window. It looks like it does in the comic, which is cool. But
The elephant's back.
elephant.
What's up, Frederick?
Is that what his name was?
I don't know. It changes every week.
We get new elephants all the time. We don't know what to feed them, and they don't make last very long.
Yeah, you'd think they'd last longer than 2 weeks without food, but I guess not.
Nope.
Apparently, couch cushions are not the best nutritional value.
Yeah. All right, let's move along.
Moving right along. Footloose and fancy free.
So,
There's the Muppets.
apparently the rights to Taskmaster have reverted back to Marvel because they were talking about how the director of Deadpool wanted him to be in the second one, and he also wanted X-23 to be in the second one to fight Deadpool.
Nice.
But then he was like, which I thought sounded cool, but then he said it. Well, we can't do it Taskmaster anymore. He like hinted at it how they like reverted back. So I thought that and I'll give you some backstory for Taskmaster. For the people at home, you know who Taskmaster is, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. He's got like a mask that looks like a skull, which is cool, and he wears like a hood. And his powers, I have this little thing I copied for how his powers are. Taskmaster, he injected himself with the SS Hopston, some German thing. It's an elaborate modification to the adrenal steroid control designed to unlock the mind's procedural memory potential. The Taskmaster thus gained the ability to absorb knowledge instantaneously. This ability is linked to muscle memory, allowing the Taskmaster to instantly replicate the physical movement of peak-level humans. Using these photographic reflexes, the Taskmaster is highly skilled in various forms of combat. As an exceptional martial artist, mimicking Elektra, Iron Fist, Shang-Chi, a skilled swordsman, Black Knight, Silver Samurai swordsman, a deadly accurate marksman from Captain America with a shield, Hawkeye with a bow and arrow, Punisher with firearms, and Bullseye with various projectiles, as well as displaying a strenuously honed athletic ability. Black Panther, Daredevil. Once the Taskmaster has mastered an opponent's physical movements, he can then predict his opponent's attack. In fact, the only person shown capable of negating Taskmaster's ability is Deadpool, whose manic personality makes him nearly impossible to predict. The side effect of the primer is severe declarative memory loss. The more implicit memories, i.e., knowledge and abilities he learns, the more explicit memories, i.e., personal experiences, he loses because of his explicit memory loss. Blah blah blah. By viewing a video and fast forward, the Taskmaster can learn to replicate human movement at near superhuman speed. However, this puts his body under intense strain and can only be used for short periods of time. And then he was afraid of water, but he got over it.
Yeah.
As
Taskmaster's always been pretty cool. I like him. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just going to say, he usually carries a sword, a replica Captain America shield. He also carries a bow and quiver of arrows, billy club, lasso, throwing darts, and various firearms. So he's usually stocked when he's going out.
Absolutely crazy. He's like the ultimate
He's
bad guy.
He's a really cool character. Yeah. But he's usually he's a really cool character, but he's just a mercenary, so usually when he's in over his head, he's just like, I don't need to spy.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a cool character part. He's like he's only in it for himself.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be kind of cool to see him matched up against the Avengers because he's so amazing. He could take on like all of them at one time. I feel like that'd be a wicked awesome showdown, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I thought it would be cool to have him like tease at the end of something and just like show somebody in like a room full of monitors and he's just like watching footage of like people fighting and like Captain America throwing his shield and like Hawkeye shooting an arrow, just all these monitors going, and he's just like, you don't see him, and he's just like watching all these screens, and you can see like the skull mask and like a shield leaning up against the monitors. Like
that would be awesome.
A post-credits reveal type thing.
Mm-hmm. That'd be really cool to shove in the end of Deadpool if they're thinking about like throwing Taskmaster in there against him at some point. That could be cool.
I'd like to see him. I mean, he's been in everything, so
yeah,
he could really go up against anybody. I'd love to see him as like going up against like the Avengers, and then like he gets beat once, and then he goes and like watches all their stuff, and then comes back and like beats the crap out of them or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's this cool part in Avengers Initiative where he throws. There's like 3 giant people fighting, and he throws the shield, and it hits like this tendon in their ankles, all 3 of their ankles, and like bounces off them with his shield, and he catches it, and he like knocks them all down.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love for him to like take out Giant Man if Ant-Man becomes Giant Man.
Yeah.
Or I'd love to see him just have a scene where he just takes out all the Avengers.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
So and then like the Vision, and he has to fight the Vision, and he's like, "Whoops, can't do this." See ya.
Yeah. That'd be radical.
Or I'd like to see him, if they could do him on Daredevil, that'd be cool. Like the Kingpin hires him from prison to go after him.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah,
so he's got all these. What's that?
He's got a lot of possibilities. I don't know if he would work as like I suppose he could end up working as like the main villain in a movie, but as like part of a villain team or something, or like a big part, but kind of a cameo type thing would be really cool too. So maybe it would work really well in Civil War, but I guess that's good guys, so.
Yeah. Or if he was like the bad guy in Ant-Man 2, that'd be cool, because like in the comics, he's like sort of, Ant-Man thinks he's his arch enemy, but Taskmaster's like, you're not my arch enemy. No. I thought that'd be a funny relationship where he's like, my arch nemesis Taskmaster. It's like, what? No.
I just hate your name.
Or even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'd love to see him on there.
Yeah.
Just because he has all these Avengers skills, and them having to deal with somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be a good place for him to beat people up. And
Yeah.
just maybe they'd have to call in. That'd be a good way to have a guest star from the movies. Like if they had like Taskmaster come in and they like couldn't handle him, they're just like, let's call Captain America and have him come deal with it.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, that could be pretty cool.
Those are just my ideas.
They're great ideas. They're great ideas, Tucker. Great.
I know, baby.
I know what I think. Few times been around that track, so that's gonna happen like that. Oh.
Ain't your holler back girl.
You would be.
So, you wish. They just, I guess the TNT Titans TV series, they're not doing it anymore. I guess they decided that there are too many, don't talk over me.
Shut
Be quiet when I'm talking. I guess
I think
they decided
really
there's too many superhero
cool
TV shows now.
All kinds of stuff. And,
so they're like,
yeah,
it's not going.
Yeah, stuff. Saturate the marketplace.
What?
Saturate the marketplace. Saturate the marketplace.
What are you talking about?
Stop talking over me.
Shut up. The team was going to be Dick Grayson, Raven, Starfire, Oracle, and I'm not sure if Hawk and Dove were on the team or they just were going to be on it. But I don't know. Were you excited? I don't even think you don't even watch Titans.
I don't really watch.
Or you don't even
TV
watch
shows.
Superhero shows.
Yeah, I've always thought the Teen Titans were kind of cool. I've always liked their cartoons and stuff, but I don't know. I'm too picky when it comes to the TV shows, and I think they're terrible. So I'm not a good person to ask about that stuff. But I like the characters that they would have picked for it.
You haven't even seen Daredevil or Jessica Jones, have you?
I've watched a little bit of Jessica Jones because Joanne has been watching it and kind of likes it. So I watched a couple episodes, and I just haven't done anything after that. I'm told Daredevil's great, though. I just haven't taken the time to watch any of it.
Oh, I'm that guy. Record isn't choppy. It's going kind of chugging along.
Like a fart. Let's just move on. Nobody cares about Teen Titans. Teen Titans, go!
What Star Wars anthology movie do you want? Like they got Rogue One. They're talking about a Boba Fett movie. They're talking about a Han Solo movie.
I like all those ideas a lot. I've always kind of wanted to see. Like the time when Luke kind of went to the dark side, but embraced it, and he's still a Jedi and everything. So like in between Empire and Jedi, like his journey through that time and stuff. I feel like that could be really cool.
Would you want him to recast Luke or what?
I didn't really think about that part, but he looks young enough. I just put him back in there.
Just shave that beard off and let's get to it.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think about that part, but at the same time, if they're going to do a Han Solo movie, I'm sure they could find somebody that looks close enough to young Mark Hamill that they could do it. So, or just keep him in a hood all the time and you never see his face.
Yeah.
You can cast anybody.
Put a wrestling mask on him.
Yeah. Luchador Skywalker.
Luke Calibre.
Luke Calibre. Ay, ay, ay. I like that. Yeah, that's what we need to do. That's what it happens. That's what happens. Has to happen. Happen.
I mean, they've been talking on and off about doing an Obi-Wan Kenobi spinoff that took place between 3 and 4. Maybe as a trilogy. I'd rather see it as just like one movie where it's like, as we were talking about this with me and my friends this past Sunday, and they were saying like an Obi-Wan movie would be the best because you could like see Darth Vader hunting down the last of the Jedi, and you could like get to see him in like his prime, you know?
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd be really cool with that.
My idea for it would be like, the idea is like it's Chewbacca and he's like hunting down Kylo Ren. So he's enduring. So it would open up with, but during when he's hunting him down, he's having like flashbacks to like when he first met Han Solo. So you get your young Han Solo movie.
Yeah.
And you get like Chewbacca going after Kylo Ren, which was like the part in the movie where everyone was like, yeah, The Force Awakens, like Chewbacca, fuck you.
Yeah.
So you'd get that stuff where he's going after Kylo, and you're getting all your flashbacks to like when they met, and Chewbacca will be like, he'll have C-3PO with him to like translate, and maybe Princess Leia will be in it. So he'll be like interrogating, like you'll get these cool scenes of him like finding like First Order officers and like trying to interrogate him, and C-3PO's like translating, you know. He's like, I don't think I can repeat that, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mr. Chewbacca, I don't think I can say that. It's not very proper of you. Stuff like that.
Show him
He's
ripping
so
the ears
mad
off
about
of
Han
Gundar.
dying, you know. What's that?
Show him ripping the ears off of Gundar.
Yep. And it would like end with him like finding Kylo Ren, like where he's training, you know. Well, he's off training in some like secluded location. So he like pilots the Millennium Falcon there, and he like comes down the ramp, and he's wearing like all this like Mandalorian armor, Chewbacca, and he's got like a staff, one of those electrified staffs from like 3 that can like block lightsaber stuff. And he's like gonna go after Kylo, and then he like sidesteps, and then like Princess Leia's standing behind him, and she like tries to like reason with him, you know. But he's not hearing it, so he's like, I tried to warn you, and then Chewbacca goes after him. So it's like that was her last effort to like get her son back, and then like Chewbacca's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
So it's like Chewbacca versus Kylo Ren, and like right when Kylo Ren's gonna finish off Chewbacca, Princess Leia steps in with her lightsaber. So it's Kylo Ren versus Princess Leia.
That'd be great.
And then like right when Kylo Ren's gonna finish off Princess Leia, Chewbacca rips his arm off.
That'd be great. But then a bunch of people come in, so he doesn't necessarily kill him. But then they have to make a daring escape in the Millennium Falcon. Right,
and then he's gonna like finish him off, and then he like flashes back to like with the day he was born, you know. And he remembers like Kylo Ren's like the last piece of Han Solo that's alive in the galaxy, and he can't kill him. So
yeah,
and they leave.
That could be awesome.
That's my idea.
Yoda comes back and fights.
Yep. Yoda possesses Chewbacca, and then he starts doing flips.
Fool of a toque.
I also had a theory that Luke is actually insane, and there's no such thing as Force ghosts.
That would be awesome. Especially the way he looks in The Force Awakens.
Because no one else sees Force ghosts except for Luke.
Well,
And he starts hearing voices in the first one. It's not to actually see a Force ghost till the second movie, or
That's
Empire.
true. That's
So
true.
his aunt and uncle die, and they're horribly murdered. They're burning skeletons when they find them, and then Obi-Wan just disappears. So the three most important people in his lives are gone.
Yeah.
And that's like so tragic for him that he's just like he can't cope and he snaps. And then he starts hearing, and then in another stressful situation, he starts hearing voices, a la the trench run.
It's true.
And then he starts seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi. So it starts as auditory hallucinations, and then it switches to actual visual ones. And Yoda's just an enabler. Just like, yeah, I see him too.
And it all started with Qui-Gon.
And it's like a Tyler Durden thing. Luke's the one who's actually talking, and so there's no Obi-Wan.
That's true.
That's just my theory, though.
Yeah, that works. It's a very interesting theory.
I don't. Okay, I got one more thing, and I'll probably wrap up. It's just a little question. I didn't include this, but I probably should have. I've been listening to a lot of I've been listening to a podcast where they've been recapping the Exile series, which is a series that I've always been has a cool premise, but every time I've tried to read it, it's like boring. It's like the multiversal X-Men. They're like going through the multiverse and like doing stuff. So they've got, and Mimic is on that team. Who's a character that I really like. You know who Mimic is?
I know. I know of him, but I've completely forgotten what his powers are. I keep thinking of Multiple Man when you say Mimic.
Mimic, he is. I think he's an experiment. I don't know if he's actually a mutant, but he can. If he's just in the area of a mutant, he can duplicate their powers at half strength.
Oh, okay.
So, and he's got the base. He has the powers of the original 5 X-Men, so he has flight, optic blasts, the strength, agility of Beast, Iceman, and telepathy, telekinesis.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got angel wings and stuff. So, and then like the Mimic in Exiles has like I think he's got optic blasts, wings, telepathy, Colossus, and Wolverine powers.
Huh.
So my question for you is, if you could have 5, if you were a Mimic, what 5 mutant powers would you want? You get 5 of them, but they work at half strength.
5 at half strength. I would probably go with Wolverine's healing factor.
So you pick a character. You get all the good stuff from him.
All the stuff from so Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Beast. And they have to be mutants, right?
Yep.
And
you can't pick Franklin Richards. That's a cheating.
I'd go with Cyclops. I do like that power, and then Storm.
Those are good. I did some research last night. So my 5 are Mystique, Blink. She's a teleporter and she can like throw energy things, and when they hit something, they teleport away.
Crap! Why didn't I think of Gambit? I'm gonna replace
Darwin.
I gotta replace Beast with Gambit. Sorry to interrupt, but Beast with Gambit.
Okay.
So continue.
So Mystique, Blink, Darwin. You know who he is?
I read about him one time. I can't remember what he did.
Darwin's power is that he can survive anything. He evolves.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So
Okay.
I would. So yeah. So if you stick my head in water, I would grow gills. He once almost got killed by a death god, so he became the new death god.
Wow.
Forge, so I can just build whatever I want.
Forge is
And
cool.
then multiple man,
That's awesome.
so I could just make 1 million of me.
1 million of your half awesomeness. So if you made 2 of you, would that give you 100% of the power of the other person? If you could.
No, it would just be 2 of me, but there'd be 2 of me, and I'd have all those other powers too.
True. So you'd be 100% of all of them if you had 2. If you had 4, you'd be 104%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Storm was on my list too, but I cut her off. I also had Cypher on my list because he like understands all languages, but I don't care about that crap. I don't want to understand other people. That's stupid.
That's true. That would only be good in the workplace. That's pretty much it. And who wants to work when you're a superhero?
Well, I'm just saying if I'm teleporting all over the world, I'd want to understand what people are saying.
Yeah. Ba-la-la-la! Oh crap!
So I might change Forge out for Cypher because I'm not gonna build stuff.
Yeah, that's probably a good trade.
And plus, I could like teleport to like other planets or something. Because I could survive in space because I've got Darwin powers.
That's true. So is Blink's teleportation ability like Nightcrawler's, or is it more advanced?
I read that her limit is like she could teleport from here to the moon. Is like her limit.
That's pretty awesome.
So yeah, it's more than Nightcrawler's.
Snick it.
And she could teleport. She could like throw her javelins and like teleport people away from her. She's another. So that's my only like offensive power I'd have, but
yeah,
it's a good one.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I like it. Good question.
Dun-dun-dun.
Done. So,
all right,
everybody else, you should message us with what your 5-person team up would be.
5 mutant characters. You don't want their powers. No Franklin Richards. Because like he has all the powers. He alters reality. It's not fair. I guess like what's half of being able? What's like half strength of Franklin Richards? You got to alter reality.
Still more strength than anything.
Probably. All right. Let's wrap it up. I'm not sure if this record's going to be any good, but we'll find out after this. So, do you have any requests, Marcus? Or recommendations?
Eat more ham.
Eat more ham.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, I'll recommend the first volume of Midnight is pretty good. I'll recommend that.
Cool.
Well, everybody, that's the end. You can find us on iTunes. We're on iTunes. We're on Libsyn. You can find us on YouTube. On the Beverage channel. If you want to find any of these stories or links, they're all in the show notes, so just click it. If you don't have an iPod, you can download stuff like to your computer on the Libsyn. I've got a page. Do not whisper while I'm speaking.
What?
That's it.
Awesome. That's it.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Bye.
Bye. I'll get you all pregnant.